Still smell the pot on my clothes. It's
Maybe
your
have
boy
to relapse
Drive.
on you hoes.
God damn, I said it's your boy again.
Yeah.
Cut it. Nah, I'm joking. But yeah, we are back once again. This
the Wash
is
Gods.
Yeah, we are the Wash Guards. I am Draft.
I'm Sean-Luc Picard.
Yeah, and we have
No
Warren in
limit
the
exposure.
house.
Yeah, Warren.
Of course, the one and only No Limit Exposure, Taji.
You know
Back.
the vibes.
Yeah.
You know the vibes is up there with It's Your Boy for me. I swore I'd never say it. Now it's on record. Fuck. Anyway, yeah, we're back again. Episode 61. Shout out Curly Colt. Yeah, I don't really know much about this nigga, but apparently he was a D-line player for Kansas City. And,
Chiefs, the Chefs.
The Chefs. Yeah. Who are the Chefs? Yeah, Walsh reference.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That was a commercial, right?
Yeah, Snickers.
Yeah.
Like, damn, good job. Who are the Chefs?
But yeah, we are back once again, man. Let me get the energy going right in this motherfucker, man.
Gunshots.
Yeah. How was your week, man? I guess all of
countries.
I'm sorry. We'll get into the countries as we do around this time, man. Shout out to these United States, the United Kingdom, Australia, Canada, Iceland, Germany.
Canada. Number one black podcast in Iceland.
Yeah. Germany, Ireland, Russia, India, France.
Shout out 4-leaf clovers.
Yeah. Brazil, Norway, Finland.
Shout out Carnival.
Costa
City
Rica.
of God, you know, we see you.
Puerto Rico. Romania, Spain,
Yep.
Ecuador, New Zealand, Denmark, the Netherlands, Sweden,
All
Singapore,
them countries.
Slovakia,
Slovakia.
Belgium, Italy, Qatar,
Qatar.
Turkey, Hong Kong, Japan, New Mexico, and most importantly, last but not least,
New Mexico.
oh, sorry, Mexico.
Real Mexico.
Yeah. And
Old Mexico.
yeah. The OG Mexico and South Korea.
Shout out South Korea.
Y'all still with us? Yeah, well, like I said, we are back once again. So how was your week?
It's been a week of reckoning. I feel like I just had to address so much shit going on around me this week. It's been startling. Like I've been going through with my 9 to 5, and it's been restaurant businesses are terrible. Like, you know what I mean? There's nothing for people who really if you don't like it, you're not gonna enjoy doing it. And fortunately, I like it, but unfortunately, it's difficult right now. And I feel like a lot of times the people around me, like people who should be more active and involved, aren't. It's making it's that leadership shit again, where it's easier to be in charge because you can take the brunt of the responsibility, but when shit go to shit, it's no fun when the rabbit got the gun. But I had to have a conversation with my boss the owner of our business,
Boss.
because I feel like she tried to play me. The situation was kind of
She tried to play me.
shit got all crazy. Things was never the same. Let me get on my soapbox for a minute. But yeah, like as a man, especially as a black man, like you ever feel like the line just get moved, like unnecessarily, like somebody just gives you a harder route just because.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like it's almost like the thing where it's like, yo, like they always hit you up when they got to move or some shit. Like
yeah, that of
like,
work.
Of work.
Yeah.
So I get in early. It's like 8:30. My coworker's coming in right behind me, like literally like right behind me. And as I'm clocking in, she tells me, because she's getting ready to go to another job, she tells me like, yeah, I was instructed not to help you do anything today. You're just supposed to go through all the motions that we would in the morning. And I can point stuff out, but I'm supposed to be hands off. And I was like, so who's coming in to do my job if I'm doing your job? She was like, Alex. I was like, so who's going to do the stuff that Alex does? Like, I don't know. Did you call her? I was like, no. If she put this plan together and I was supposed to come in here and do all the things that you and I do, like, why wouldn't she hit me first? And she was like, I don't know. Like, all right, you see how this sounds stupid? Like, it sounds stupid. So
I try not to make points to certain types of people. There's no point in me. Like, I feel dumb trying to make the point.
yeah, but it's not even trying to make the point. It's like, if I didn't say anything, this shit would have rolled, and anything that happened subsequent to me having less help and being unprepared would have been on me. So I had to point these things out. My schedule would say 9:30 that morning. Like, I came in at 8:30. I would have came in at 9:30 when I was scheduled to come in and gotten this response and been behind, that much more behind, like an hour behind. So it had to be addressed. She coming in, like, I go outside.
I like to let things go to shit when I don't own them.
No, that's not. I can't do that because I'm gonna be responsible. Like, a short of walk out of that bitch would be me letting it go to shit while I'm there. Like, I couldn't do it. Like, it'd be too much going on. I would really stand out like a sore thumb.
Because
Like,
when people tell me they're the leader, I'm like, all right, you lead.
man,
Go ahead.
and that's
I'm just gonna do what you say and watch
That's-
this motherfucker go in the ocean.
pretty much what my response was, short of quitting, like, on the spot, because it did kind of piss me off. I really was like, why does it seem like you always try to make shit more difficult for me? Like, if I'm going, I know they've called in, like, for somebody who knows that kitchen to come in and help. Like, in a situation where your business is on the line and I'm going to be at the helm, you decide to take my help away just because you want to prove a point. Like, it's like, yo, you trying to, and I told her, I had to tell her, like, yo, I've been in situations where even here, like, I've been through the motions. I've done what I needed to do in order to get promotions, and I get looked over, or I get the keys to a sinking ship and niggas just always point the finger at me like, damn, how that happened? It'd be like, yo, motherfuckers, like, you really lack common sense if you think I'm gonna allow you to put me in a situation where it's like my fault. Like, yo, don't do that. And I had to tell her, like, yo, I don't want to ruin our friendship just based off the fact that you out here in your feelings about how things are going. Like, you got people who are willing to help you. Like, just accept the help and put forth the effort to meet me halfway. But yeah, that happened.
Work is a team sport.
Man, I don't like team sports at all. But outside of that, I didn't do much, man.
Sometimes when the star player want to be the star, you gotta let them motherfuckers go 5 for 25.
Yeah.
And y'all gotta keep losing. Like, well, maybe we should switch up the game plan.
The
but
thing
they
is-
won't.
the
Sometimes
thing
they don't
is-
see it until y'all lose
So look,
enough games in a row.
Perfect situation. Like, we had a situation where, like, rice wasn't cooked, man. We had an Asian restaurant. Like, we run out of rice, nigga. Shit get spooky, boy. But it was only for like 30 minutes. So we had to we let her know that we was like, yo, we gotta shut down rice on all the ordering apps, and or the delivery apps. And her response was, just close down, refund all the rice orders. We'll close down until further notice. And I'm just like, why? Like, and she's like, and the person, my coworker Amy, the person who was told to come in and be hands off Monday morning, was like, no, we're not gonna close. We're open tomorrow. Like, everybody come in. Like, we're doing good. This is just, I'm just keeping you informed of what's going on. Like, it's almost like she don't care. And it's like, yo, this is your business. Like, if you don't care,
Then why should
I? And she trying to tell me, like, yo, I just feel like I'm being abandoned. Getting a new job, so and so getting a new job. Bleep that. But she's like, so and so getting a new job, and it's like, yo, well, what do you expect when you tell people we're gonna close down until further notice? Like, you messing with people's pay, and it's messing with people's, like, ability to trust you.
But that's what I mean.
crunch.
I feel like that type of shit shouldn't have to be explained.
Yeah, it shouldn't. But
And
I'm in it.
Yeah. But if I gotta explain it, it's like, you just gotta move on. Yeah. It's not. I'm not about to sit here and explain physics to a 5-year-old. It's like they don't get that shit. It's fine. Like,
Hey, man. Well,
They won when they take a tumble.
exactly.
Yeah.
That's my point. It's like, you know what? Now I try to be very clear about how I'm following their instructions, because I've been in those positions. I mean, that was my kind of like gripes with my last little place.
and that's I feel like you're not wrong. You 100% right. But at the same time, part of me was just going through the motions, like, yo, because I remember when I was working for the other company, I told them, I was like, yo, get somebody to train this route. Like, get somebody to train this route. They was like, nah, we ain't gonna do it. Literally told me to my face, nah, I ain't gonna do it. And they'd be surprised when I quit and give them 2 days notice. Like, Like that shit don't make sense. Like it didn't. And right now I'm trying not to be in a situation where I'm cynical, cause like I'm telling people how I feel and they're like, "Yo, this another gig." Like you just feel like you just gonna switch up again.
I also feel like that shit is made to fail. Like it's not supposed to work. So that's why I never try to adjust the settings in the work environment. I know what this shit is supposed to be. Like if it was great, then everybody would do it. Nobody want to go to work. Nobody likes these jobs. That's why everybody want to start their own business, because it's like you gotta buy into whatever infrastructure they have in place, and it's usually shitty because it's not. It's never gonna be worker centric. It's like it's gonna favor whoever's at the top. So it's just like, I just play the game. I try to get my money and get the fuck out of there with the least amount of resistance. Because like, at the end of the day, what I would always tell people when I be at work is like, look, whatever company it was, like, yo, this is their problem. Whatever problem happens at this motherfucker is their problem. All my shit's at home. It's good. Like, house straight, food there, I'm good. So whatever happens here is y'all shit, nigga. I'm just working it while I'm here. But it's not my problem. Like, I'm never going to own the problems because I don't own the company. So why the fuck would I own the problems? You know what I mean? So I do think it comes off abrasive, and it probably definitely limits growth within companies, but it's always been my safest stance, just to keep I feel like to have some type of peace of mind. You got to kind of separate yourself because they the ones supposed to be stressing about this shit, not you.
Yeah, the difficult part is trying to adjust for the lack of accountability, because you end up being the one to be on the front lines looking fucked up. Like you just, I be joking and around with coworkers. I'm like, yo, cooks and soldiers, nigga. Like, in the trenches. You can only look at one person to your left and one person to your right, and it's easy to tell who fucking up. Like,
it's the same thing with retail when they got all these rules in place and the motherfuckers mad at me because I won't grant them whatever shit. I'm like, look, it's not my rule. I always have to explain to them whatever's happening. Me personally, I give you the shit. I don't care. This is their rule. So if you want to change it, just talk to somebody that makes the rules, because I don't. You know what I'm saying? This is me and you fight. What are we arguing for? Say my shit. That's always been my stance with shit. Like, hey, not mine, bro. Like, my shit's at home. My shit's the podcast. It's some shit I'll argue with y'all about. It's our shit. That other shit. Yeah. That's just, yeah.
That's pretty much my week, man. I didn't do shit but stress about work. The previous week, I wanted to go get a tattoo with my sister, which was kind of cool.
Oh, shit. Shout out to blankety blank.
Yeah. We hung out in the city for a minute. Yeah, nothing else to report. How was yours?
My week was pretty cool, man.
We did record some shit last night, and we recorded music on Sunday.
Yeah. We definitely did that. So that shit was cool. What the fuck did I do this week? I ain't do shit, man. Keep it real, man. Just been sitting back trying to, like I said, just trying to see what the fuck I'm going to do next, I guess, from like a work standpoint. I don't really know what the fuck I want to do, to be honest. So it's just been a lot of just nothing, man, which has been cool. Like, it's been cool just to sit around and do nothing all day, man.
Yeah.
Like, obviously I get shit done, but it's not like not being on the schedule for a while. It's kind of refreshing, man. I feel a little bit rejuvenated. I'm kind of ready to get back to things. Like, it's been enough time at this point, but yeah, man. I'm trying to stay out the way, man. Obviously we went out, we hit the city and shit. Shout out to Merc Griff, right? Shout out to him.
M. Griff.
M. Griff. Shout out to him.
Griff.
All right, whatever.
Yeah.
Shout out Griff.
Sean Foy.
We went to a little cool. Oh yeah, Warren was there.
Warren, yeah, for the connection.
Yeah. It was a little cool little house party-esque thing.
Yeah, Griff has a studio space over on Krog Street, right off of the Beltline. It was my first time going over there, and it's been there for a minute. They've thrown a few events, but it's part retail space, part event space, part art gallery. He's got a lot of dope shit in there. And shout out to all the family at Mob. I know that's who I know. I know Griff from cycling initially, but I found out he did a lot of photography work in the city. Him and his partner had a podcast at one point. They did a lot of dope shit. So yeah, we hoping to work on some shit together soon. But yeah, carry on.
Yeah. So that was cool. It was good to be out in the city, man. Just be underneath the city lights for a change. I'm a nigga who doesn't really touch the city as much as I once did in my earlier years. So it was good to make the return, kind of just see some of the old faces, some old people in the city, man. Like, sometimes I feel like I'm a ghost, so every time I step out, it's like, oh, shit, nigga.
Damn, nigga, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Especially when we get seen together.
Yeah. So it's cool just to actually have a night out, man. I do feel like when I was working heavy, I didn't even have the energy to do like even be social half the time. Like all my best hours were wasted with people I hated and shit. So
you feel like you waste all your thoughts at work.
Yeah, that's why I would try not to speak all day. A lot of times, like, I don't want to use up any of my good jokes on you. Might be a never mind. Bleep that. Yeah.
Shit.
But other than that, yeah, you know, like I said, we recorded, did our little 1-2 thing, but yeah, it's a good week overall, man. I ain't got no complaints. I'm above ground. I ate every day. Smoked some weed, so you know, the plan is in action.
Yeah.
Other than that, I guess we can get into wash moments, huh?
Yo.
Yeah. My wash moment was shout out to my homie Kevin. He just had a birthday over the weekend.
Birthday, Kev.
I didn't really get a chance to kick it with him, but my wash moment was when I called him. I was just asking him like, "Yo, what you doing for your birthday?" And he's like, "Man, I just went and copped a lawnmower."
Was it a riding mower?
Nah, it was.
He was a push mower.
Yeah.
What the fuck is he doing?
Electric, gas.
I didn't even ask, man.
On,
He got a
Trav.
lawnmower on his
Foreign, domestic.
Shit's fucking great, bro.
Y'all niggas showing y'all age now.
Yeah.
Was it bagless?
Yeah.
It's like, nigga, a lawnmower, nigga? Like,
They have a clipper catcher.
but that's fun, man.
I'm in the market for a lawnmower as well.
Yeah.
All right, man. Fucking lawnmower talk. I've already
You
been
brought it up, bro.
in disgust.
piggybacking
Like, I was in disgust. I was disgusted when I heard it. I'm like, nigga, okay, so that's what we do for
wild,
fun now on our birthday.
Yes.
We fucking cop lawnmowers.
You was shaming, bro.
Then I hit him the next day. I'm like, so I know you know he was doing that shit, but
You
you
gotta
know.
try it out.
Yeah, he's like, nah, bro. Now I'm cutting.
I'm using this motherfucker, bro.
So it's just like, I don't know.
I'm out the box.
My friends cop lawnmowers for the birthday. Jesus Christ, I gotta get younger people around me. Some shit, man. Fuck's going on?
Holy shit.
But yeah, that's my wash moment.
Man. That's the pinnacle, bro.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think my wash moment was Saturday. Like hanging out and being done by 11 o'clock. I was completely wasted. Like I was like, yo, not even drunk, wasted. Just like, yo, this is over with. I didn't do shit Saturday. I think Friday night I went out. I slept all day Saturday, and still was home by like 11:30.
When night did we go out? Sunday?
No, that was Saturday. That was Saturday.
Yeah.
That was Saturday. Terrorized the whites on the belt line.
Oh yeah, hit a random bar.
We did things, man. Things were done.
Yeah.
But yeah, by 11, over with.
Nighty night.
Nope. Niggas was talking about doing extra shit. Yo, we should stop. Nah.
Yeah.
Everybody-
11 starts to feel like 3 a.m. now. Fuck, it's late.
Everybody's so active and shit.
Nope.
Yeah, I don't want that. I don't want that energy around me. It's not good for my spirit.
I think I drink earlier than a day than most young people too. So that might be a thing. But 11, nigga. I'm on my third win by then. I ain't got much left. Like, I'm running on fumes right now, nigga.
I don't even think there's a third win. I think it's the second win, and then after that, ain't no more wins. Third win is fucked up.
Aim of the pie.
The third win. Is it win or wind?
I don't know. Wind.
Third wind?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because like you get breath. Yeah, you get breath fresh air. Yeah, cool.
All right.
But yeah,
Those
guess
are
that's
wash
your wash
moments.
moment.
Yep.
Shout out to McDonald's, or maybe not. I don't know.
I better get them robots on the line.
Yeah.
coming.
So
That's what's gonna happen. Is everybody gonna strike and they gonna bring out now introducing
Was just waiting for the opportunity.
Ronald Mick the robot.
they've already been protesting in a number of cities to raise the minimum wage at McDonald's. Apparently, they're trying to get it up to $15. Shout out to them because I think it's been a few other people. I saw a few other companies reacting to that. I believe it was Buc-ee's.
Yeah, they started 15.
Yeah, I think they even raised it up higher now, and it's like full benefits and trying to give people decent packages. It's like it's crazy that a living wage is some shit that we got to fight for, man. Because I'm still thinking about all the people that probably work like where I'm from, like in Lithonia or whatever, that like probably make like $7 an hour.
Yeah. And for what? To get back and forth to work? Like you think about all the time and money it costs to maintain the shit that you get from your job, it doesn't recoup. Like that shit don't recoup.
That's the thing about that shit, because it's a certain part of the money that you got to spend just
to make the money.
Already gone.
I think about that, especially because in the food industry, like waste is such a big thing. Like you think about how much I think about how much time I waste. Like especially on the day when I had to have this conversation with the owner of our restaurant. Like I was thinking to myself, like I really broke my back to come to work. Like I got here early to come in and do my job, and I meet with bullshit, and you in the wrong, and then you wonder why I don't want to like I'm looking at you funny when we talk about moving up or like doing more. Like it's like I do a lot, and you making it more difficult for me to do what I already do. But yeah, not enough about me. McDonald's is probably not gonna be hiring a whole lot of people. They're probably gonna scale back. It's probably gonna be a lot of layoffs. I'm anticipating McDonald's handling this poorly.
I've seen a few of them since they're franchises. I guess it's kind of, based on each owner. I saw a few of them actually have adjusted their payment already. Apparently, I saw this little post. It was like apparently people I guess it was just an example, but Denmark employees at McDonald's get paid $22 an hour.
Yeah, in most Scandinavian countries, I think they get paid really well.
What's the price of living out there?
High. Am I high?
Yeah. But what about the McDonald's workers in Cali? Are they
17 maybe.
Word?
I'm pretty sure. Like I know Walmart employees at the time. It was a chick I knew from California that she was making like 17 at Walmart.
I feel like McDonald's is probably a little bit lower than Walmart. No?
They be having McDonald's and Walmart.
Yeah. One and the other. Oh shit!
They about to take. They putting Subways in them hoes now.
Dang, but Gresham just
How'd your
redid
kids?
it. It looks nice.
They did. The McDonald's in there?
Nah, what am I thinking? I'm thinking South.
Yeah, ain't no more. Ain't a whole lot of McDonald's left.
Hell no.
Maybe Panola Road.
We mean McDonald's, Walmart's?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't even.
It's all Subway.
I don't fuck with Walmart. I kind of boycott them niggas.
Do you?
Yeah, everywhere I put my tip in, but I try to keep it.
The prices are so low.
Yeah.
That smiley face get coming out,
Roll back,
knocking shit over,
bro.
Yeah. They ruin small businesses and shit, man. I try not to fuck with them. But yeah, man. So shout out to McDonald's. I don't know what the fuck we said about that, but
I'm loving it.
Yeah. Keep the strike going, man. We stand with you in solidarity, man.
I don't eat that shit, man. Burn the motherfuckers down like y'all did Wendy's.
What we have with the time?
But you wanna jump in?
What we got? Good. Time.
6.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah. We can.
Kwame.
It was some, yeah. I was like, there's something we didn't. It's not on there that we was. Yeah, Kwame. Shout out to Kwame Brown. It's all good. This has been the whole thing on the internet, man. I guess it's been going viral, or I don't know, whatever you want to call that. Kwame Brown's been the laughingstock of the NBA for quite a long time, just because he was such a bust. I mean, so there's been multiple jokes. It wasn't just one instance. I've heard many of players. There's a whole fucking Stephen A. Smith clip that people always replay on Twitter where he just shits on Kwame Brown. Like, this motherfucker can't play. He can't shoot. He can't dribble. He can't think. Matt Barnes. I mean, I'd say it's really been more like Steven Jackson that cracked more of the jokes. Like, yeah, that nigga's just garbage. So, Kwame Brown's sick of y'all shit, man.
That nigga is blacking out.
Yeah,
Nigga.
Kwame Brown's mad, man. Ain't no punchline. That nigga's just
Nigga
mad.
meth and red, boy.
Yeah, he's tight.
That nigga's not playing.
He looks like a lot of beer in his face, a lot of alcohol.
A lot of beer.
He's looked like he's been up a lot of nights, fucked up about this shit, and he's taken to Instagram Live to
address all his beefs.
Yeah.
And,
To get all the smoke, if you will.
see what you did there, man.
But me personally, like I was saying before the pod, I hate when niggas getting like put their phone up and prop it up like, I'm gonna address the haters. Like it looks like wrestling to me. Like, fuck you, a macho man or some shit, nigga.
Hey, y'all niggas.
Because if I was gonna go get a nigga, the only thing one thing I'm never gonna do is tell him. I think I said it before. I'm never gonna tell you, motherfucker. You gonna think it's all good. Just gonna flip the switch, man. If I really want to get you like that, if it's really an issue, you know what I'm saying? He was making it seem like, you know, he talking about niggas' families and shit. I'm just like, man, this is a bit much. The internet's been loving it. Everybody been calling Matt Barnes and Steven Jackson pussy. I'm like, well, the nigga 6'8", 300 pounds, man. I might not fuck with the nigga either. And they got Showtime money, so.
Yeah, why would I care?
Yeah. Why would I waste? Because you know it's going to fuck up the contract. You get online talking crazy, violent and shit.
Do that.
You can't do that. You fuck the money up. Prove a little
Paul
point.
Pierce yourself.
Shout out to the truth.
Dying on your sword.
Yeah, so I don't know what else I have to say about it. You got anything?
I hope it all goes well with you, Kwame. I swear to God. You got a lot of anger, man. This nigga talking about Matt Barnes need therapy. I'm like, nigga, you the one screaming in your phone. These niggas making money.
Motherfucking raccoon eyes, nigga. What that mean, nigga?
This nigga, goddamn.
Yeah.
Drinking Bud Ice.
Yeah.
Shout out Bud Ice.
Yeah, propping up his Android.
But yeah, he had a lot to. He had a rough ride though, man. He was the first.
I knew it was bad for him when he had braids at the top of his fade.
Yeah, he was doing that early. He was doing that early
God.
before Travis Scott. Shout out to him.
This nigga invented the R&B cut.
Yeah, the braids burnout. Yeah, but man, he was the first high school player selected, number 1 in the draft. His teammate was fucking Michael Jordan. The presser was probably, I know Jordan talked to him like shit. That's very heavily documented too. Like, so he was 17 years old getting yelled at by the greatest NBA player ever.
That shit gotta be
like destroyed the nigga confidence. So that was always like the argument about him.
She gotta be like Jesus yelling at you.
And then later in his career, guess who the fuck else he plays with? Kobe fucking Bryant. Maybe the other, you know, RIP to the beam, but you know he don't have the best reputation with his teammates. He's, you know, demands a lot, like those type of players. So
did he get a ring with him?
No, fuck no. I don't think so.
They got him the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I think they got him the fuck out of here before they got good again. He was in there one of the lower years. Like that's why they had a nigga like that.
It was Kwame and Shannon.
Yeah, it was the
Brown brothers.
Yeah, it was the Smush Parker years. Yeah.
Smush
that,
Parker.
yeah.
I remember I almost beat a nigga up at the basketball court because he said I look like Smush Parker. I hated that nigga, man.
Yeah, Smush Parker had the middle part joint. I always wanted to be brave enough to pull that off.
That's the Hitler of lineups. Y'all niggas wilding with that shit, bro. That
Stephon Marbury had one.
That early Mike Tyson.
Mike had one too. I love J.R.
breaks.
Ryder. Yeah, all the wild niggas, bro.
3 cuts in your hairline trying to wild out.
You had one of those. You was on some shit. But on that note, we'll be right back. Say it loud. We're washed and we're proud. Back again.
That wasn't rehearsed. I didn't approve, bro. Yeah, we back though.
Speaking of louder and also prouder, Disney on some shit again. The beloved Proud family is taking a turn for a different direction.
The sake of turning.
Yeah, a turn for, I guess, more inclusive. Yeah, that's the word I was looking for.
A broader view. A broader view.
Yeah. So they're going to be introducing the Proud Family Louder and Prouder, which features an interracial homosexual couple. So let's make a round of applause
Jenkins family
for them.
Alphabet boys and girls. Boys in this instance. Him, he.
We one nation.
Under God. Indivisible.
With liberty.
Yeah.
So,
It's happening.
Yeah, it's there.
So Joe Budden, man. Joe Budden has got himself into a world of trouble this week. Nah, man.
And Joe Budden. I don't know where you want to start.
Yeah, I guess we can start with the latest thing, which is Olivia Dope is her name, I believe. Mm-hmm. She's a personality, apparently. She was one of the first guests for the Iterations of the See the Thing Is podcast.
Yeah. I think she had such a. I only say that because she had such a short run. Like, I don't know what she had done before that. And to be honest with you, I wasn't really a big fan of that Joe Biden's podcast network. All the other stuff was kind of mid. But yeah.
Yeah. Apparently she not apparently, she went live. I believe it was whoever day that was. We'll bleep that. But she went live. I just saw a lot of chicks like retweeting it because, you know, needless to say, Joe Budden has a pretty big hater fan club of women online. They were all tweeting her video. She goes through like 4 or 5 instances where she says she felt like awkward or sexually harassed. Apparently, she said he gave her an awkward hug and made sexual jokes, talked about how she should dress more sexy. Believe all women. Me too. Some shit. I don't know, man.
I'm not touching this, man.
Yeah, that's why I don't know. Yeah, you know. Shout out to both parties, man. Wish y'all the best and shit. But what I will talk about is, I guess we can talk about the Rory and Maul situation, which is a little bit more safe. But
used to the checks hit.
Yeah, or even after. Shit.
Yeah, definitely. After. Fuck am I talking about?
Yeah, even more so after. But they've had a falling out of sorts. Seems like it's a money thing. I think the only thing I can say about it, doing a podcast with 4 people, I think communication, man, is probably the hardest thing to do amongst friends the older you get, because like y'all have such separate lives. It's like it's rarely those. Sometimes I feel like when we were younger, like shit was. I mean, I think it's still no look passes, but it's still a little bit different. I feel like we kind of got to work at it a little bit more than before, because like it would be nothing to see a motherfucker 5 times in a week. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and to that same degree, I think it's a lot more difficult now as you get older, especially if you know people for a long time, because you're accustomed to having no look passes, and the variable on life as you age, depending on your responsibility and the shit you got going
changes.
on.
Yeah.
Niggas ain't always gonna be there, and one of the things that's been interesting for me is like trying to structure like life around that, so that way people understand where I'm coming from when I say like, yo, I'm not doing this, or this is why I'm not gonna be around for this, and etc. But like with the podcast, I think having something to do, especially being as consistent as they were, they had to have more than like the angry conversations about the business and the goings on of what's happening with their podcast. And I mean, like we both had conversations. I think all of us have had conversations separately about how we feel about everybody's point of view, and it just sound truth be told, like some shit that happen when money get involved. Like the shit that just happens when money gets involved.
It seems almost too cliche. Like motherfuckers niggas started off as homies, got some money, and now
Shit
we
went left.
we can't agree on shit. You know, I don't want to bring up the numbers and shit because I do think that's a bit messy. I seen everybody like, they making this a week or this a month, they should be happy, or vice versa. And the podcast is this big, they should be making more. And it's funny to sit in this chair and have an opinion on that. But I just hate to see it in business, man. It sucks. I don't really have a big opinion on that because I don't even really would take either side. I think I hate the messiness of it. I hate that they got to do response videos. This one nigga's on podcast was therapist and shit. I'm like, man, I feel like with all this energy, y'all could just get in the room together.
Y'all could have fixed it. Now y'all just dragging it out.
Yeah,
but I think that's part of it. Like part of the chaos that comes with having notoriety and a brand that like you got to be accountable for is you stop thinking about what's good for the people involved and start thinking what's good for the brand, and that shit ain't never good.
Yeah.
Niggas start trying to think about their brand and like it's like, man, whatever, man, fuck these niggas. None of these opinions really matter. Like
I think it's a fine line that you have to walk where the brand has the same fucking
the thing with a lot of this shit,
same morals as the person the brand has. Like the way certain brands try to push forward some more, you kind of have to like keep everybody involved in that though.
The thing with a lot of this shit is I feel like you when you start going public with all your beef, you just a hair away from a celebrity boxing match challenge. Like somebody gonna say something crazy, you're like, no, let's just put the gloves on, put the guns down, and you like, man, I don't have time to fuck around with you. Like, why are we like? So you might, like you said earlier, like the one thing I'm gonna do if I'm gonna come get a nigga or if it's a problem is I'm not gonna say shit. You know what I'm saying? And I think that goes to like legitimate like conversations too. Like if I gotta sit down and have a real conversation with you, like it don't have to be discussed elsewhere, nigga. Like why are we taking this shit public? Cause you mad? Like we don't gotta say shit.
Yeah, I think the best thing I always heard. Jadakiss and always talk about like, cause people be like, yo, how come y'all never had a breakup? Talking about the locks, and he's just like, oh, nigga, we broke up a lot of times. We just didn't go on the fucking radio. Like we beef. We didn't talk for months sometimes. Like we had problems.
You spoke this shit up. That's wild, man. But yeah, man, like I think anytime you take beef public, it's kind of like a sign of weakness, man. That shit was probably over before that, cause I know it's been many times like I think I was talking about earlier this week, like just having a disagreement with your partner is different than having a disagreement with somebody who's like your coworker or somebody you see on the train. So I don't give a fuck about this person. I may never see you again. We don't have to argue. Nigga, it can only go one way. Either we can let this shit die or it can go to violence. Like. With my friends, we may have to really sit down and argue some shit out. Like, plenty of friends I've had to pull up on so we can have conversations, but that just come with it. Like that just comes with it. I think money is such a tricky thing, man. Like
it makes everybody bigger.
Yeah, it just I think it make everybody smaller. Like you think small, you get too focused. You don't think about the bigger picture. And I know that sounds cliche because I mean. Nigga, who knows what happened? Who knows? Like, I ain't never had an amount of money where I had to look at a nigga funny. Like, but at the same time, everybody's bar is different. You know what I mean? Everybody's bar is different.
I got a question. Do you think any of this could have been avoided if they tripped together?
Yes.
They did?
Yeah. They had an episode where they all did shrooms.
Oh, I didn't know that. How early on was this?
This is pretty recent. This was funny. Like
I'm about to say he took them niggas on vacation. Well, no, not that kind of trip.
Yeah, no. They had one of them joints. It might have been like 3 or 4 months ago. I remember it, but I don't know, man. I don't know what I do think it's just a tricky thing. Like he said, I never been in that position to really make the call because I'm sure shit gets a little spooky at the top. That's why they say it's lonely up there. It's just, it's so hard to maintain friendships. That's why I look at people like Jay-Z and Tata and people like that, like, that's impressive to like, cause y'all probably went through a lot of crazy shit. Cause I don't know what y'all could have seen and like the places, you know what I mean, the fucking adventures y'all done been on, like early Rockefeller days and shit like that, or the Locks or people like that. Like those people that stuck together through, you look at 20 years, 30 years, and like they still, that shit means something, man, because it's a very rare thing, like for people to, especially with success. That's usually like that's the fucking nail in the coffin, man.
Yeah, man. And it's also something to get money with your homies. Like you can tell the people who did it right. Like Chad and Pharrell still kick it. Like there's a difference between.
So they say.
Yeah, so they say. I would like to think they still kick it.
Nah, I think they cool. From
Don't,
what I heard,
don't ruin the facade.
No. From what I heard, Chad just don't fuck with spotlight like that. Yeah. So he just don't want to be. He ain't trying to be seen.
What's that like?
Tell us.
Amazing.
But nah, man. I guess shout out Tony Hinchcliffe.
I don't know much about this, so I'll let you take
it ain't much to tell.
It's a cat, right?
Yeah, it's what's the name? Heathcliff.
Yeah,
he lives
in
still
the
fish.
dump.
Tony Heathcliff. Now, Tony Hinchcliffe is the host. He's a stand-up comedian and the host of a show called Kill Tony, and he recently came under fire because of some jokes he made about I guess one of his openers. About some jokes he made about one of his openers that were racially motivated, and he's
what race?
Asian descent.
But you gotta stop that.
Yeah, bad. Yeah, but okay, so this is the thing. Like, yo, if I beat you up in the street, I go to jail, right? But if we in a boxing ring, even if it's unsanctioned, people gonna kind of be like, yo, this is they kind of supposed to do that, right?
I like this. I like this.
So if I'm a comedian and I go on stage,
yeah, we're sparring.
It's almost like everything is kind of fair game. Like everything kind of fair game. Like we put on the gloves, we did the, you know what I mean? And apparently part of the story is like, instead of like saying something to him at the show, like he's had a conversation with him. He's a guy who came off of the Kill Tony show, but instead of talking to him after the show or at some other point, he just went straight to social media. So again, like airing, and going to public before you actually have a conversation with somebody, just it could blow back on you.
Yeah, and I hate that need for attention and like.
And I'm not saying I don't have a dog in this fight. I mean, if that nigga mad, bro, beat him up.
And I'm not even saying that.
Swing on this nigga. Tony Hinchcliffe is not that big, bro.
And I'm not even saying that the shit's not racist. I'm just saying that the way people go about it.
It was definitely racist. It was racist. But I also think that some of the funniest comedy is racist, bro. Like, if you go to a comedy club, you want to hear somebody say some shit you probably wouldn't hear in everyday life. Yep. And it's not because it's no, it doesn't always have to be as sharp or as poignant as you'd want it to be. But I mean, different strokes for different folks, nigga. Like if you don't like the heat, stay out the kitchen. Like I think that's a comedy club like kind of prerequisite. I'm going there with the anticipation. I'm gonna hear some shit I don't like, possibly be the subject of jokes. You know what I mean?
You sit close enough,
right? So I don't know. Like the world's so woke, it take the fun out of being like dangerous. Like I don't think that we got anywhere by being safe at this point. Like you hear about all the legendary comics that really put their life on the line for their art and shit like that. This ain't that, but at the same time, it is a discussion to be had. I think he came out and made a statement where he apologized just because. I think at the end of the day, nobody give a fuck. They just trying to.
They just passed a law, COVID-19 Stop Asian Hate, or bill or some shit recently. Yeah. So it's like now it's so much in the media with that whole little, rhetoric. So it's just he had no choice.
Timing was bad.
Yeah. If
you're
bad. If you're gonna say anything racist, say it about black people. I think
there
it's
the
lesson.
Best bet.
Or just kill a nigga randomly. You'll be fine.
It'll be debatable. This shit you ain't got a dog in the fight.
Shout out Derek Chauvin.
Don't have comedic stand your ground.
Comedian have a comedic stand your ground. They already standing up. They got all the ground to stand, bro.
Saw a quote that everybody was going crazy. There's like Joe Rogan said, "Straight white men are under attack." Like I'm sure that shit was clipped terribly.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. It's funny times we're in, man. The fact that somebody can get that bar off. Like that. He got a crazy bar off right there. Yeah, you got that off? Yeah, straight face and all. Like, damn. Who was in the room when you said that?
Nobody black.
Yeah.
Don't look past, baby.
He felt that comfortable.
You got that shit
Hyped his
off.
ass up.
It was 6 niggas at the door with bow and arrows. I guarantee you go, even though I'll tell y'all when I get there, but I guarantee you go to the Joe Rogan Experience, nobody black works in there.
Put money on.
I believe in you, Joe. Because I want to be on the show.
Yeah.
Watch guys Joe Rogan collab. Fuck with your boys, man.
It be a nigga.
It's just gonna be me.
I'm worried about straight white males too, dog. I'm very concerned about straight white men, dog. They're my biggest concern. Scared of you motherfuckers.
Thank you, Warren.
You walk through the door, it'd be Jocko Willink. It'd be 6 UFC fighters.
Joe Rogan rally.
Is that bleep word?
It might be.
Never gonna experience Joe Rogan life. Damn, bro. I won't even come up with a comedy show now, nigga.
Yeah.
Experience.
Oh shit.
If Joe Rogan tried to fight us in public, bro, I swear to God.
I'm taking that fist, bro.
Yeah.
Get that pen.
Is it the 4 of us, or is it 4 of us, or is it just like?
Dave Chappelle vouches for this nigga, man. So
I'm just talking shit. I really still
shout
fuck
out
with
Joe,
Joe,
man.
Yeah.
Yeah, we fuck with you, bro.
Yeah, we stand with you in solidarity. Not on that, but you know what I'm saying. You talk to a lot of interesting motherfuckers. Yeah. Shout out Dr. Rhonda Patrick.
Very few black, but
very. Always rich. Guns.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. He's quasi black. He's not fooling me. Nope.
Joe Rogan Sean King podcast would be fucking terrible.
Yeah. I hope he never interviews that guy. Let me stop shitting on this. Let's 23 shootings apparently happened in Atlanta, man, over the weekend. But it's crazy because we was out all weekend.
Wow.
And we see one of the gas stations that we were right by.
Hell yeah, with the was that the kidnapping joint?
Was it the kidnapping joint?
Or was that last weekend?
That was last weekend.
Yeah. I'm tripping back. A lot of crazy shit happening in Atlanta. Atlanta's been going crazy since the pandemic hit, man.
Niggas is outside. It's Fast and the Furious on the highway. It's John Wick on Edgewood. It's a little bit of every Christopher Nolan movie without Batman.
Yeah, it's not a.
Ain't no Bruce Wayne's in Atlanta, man.
Yeah, it's a war outside. No man is safe from. Don't matter if you 3 feet or 8'1".
Yeah, but 23 is kind of wild.
Yeah,
5 confirmed dead.
So R.I.P. to those people.
R.I.P.
I hate to see what the city's turning into.
For no reason too, cause there ain't really shit going on. Like you don't have to be outside like that for no reason. But I mean, niggas. I think the combination of the pandemic, niggas being down here and already having guns, like the economic downturn and the implications that it gives people to go buy more guns, and then all the civil unrest. Like everybody just kind of pent up. They just want to go outside and do fuck shit.
Same. I mean, I feel it, but I don't know, man. Stop the fucking madness, Atlanta.
Yeah.
I think I said on a different episode we should Lennox Small, but man, y'all niggas really took that shit to heart. Y'all niggas took it too far, man. I was just fucking around, man.
They did say that shit. They was like, word? Bet.
I bleeped it then and I'll bleep it
now. Y'all king me.
Show you something, bud.
Yeah, y'all kinged me.
You gonna toast the strudel this bitch. You want breakfast? Icing.
Shout out to Tank, man. Apparently he's going deaf.
Yeah, ain't no punchline there.
Yeah. Really nothing more to that, man. I would say get well, but I don't even know if you get well from that. I don't really know what the process of going deaf works like. I also thought about, like, I wonder if some of that comes from performing so much.
Yeah.
Being by those loud speakers.
They say anything over 85 decibels causes hearing damage.
Yeah, every time I think about that shit all the time when your iPhone does that, like it gives you that notice if you got your speakers headphones up too loud. Like, damn, man, how fucked up my hearing's gonna be when I get older.
They say that every time you hear that ringing in your ears randomly, that's you losing your hearing.
Oh shit!
So if you hear that, I'll be at work sometimes. And it was weird is it almost feels like it happens when I'm really, really focused. I'm like, damn, what the fuck is that? And then it's like, oh shit, I'm losing my hair. I don't know, my mom telling me something like that. Like she said at a certain age, by the time she hit a certain age, it's a good chance she might be deaf.
Shit.
Well, right.
Life happens to you fast when you start aging and shit.
For the record, my job made me lose some of my hearing.
Because you were around all that machinery?
Fuck. Y'all guys are coming with the pleasantness.
I mean, you brought this your topic, nigga.
I was just gonna mention it and get the fuck out of here.
Thank you.
It's very we'll be painful. Right back after this shit.
It's just like the lawnmower topic earlier, bro. Niggas bring some shit up and completely abandon it. Yeah. I ain't want y'all to run with this shit.
Yeah, y'all niggas really got deep with this shit. I didn't want to talk about my own mortality with you motherfuckers and shit.
Washed up, man.
All right. Shout out to Tank, man. Shit, I guess we're clearly with you, my nigga. I'll see you soon.
Only see, nigga. Yeah. Me and Taji need to hoop, man. You on some shit, brother.
Yeah, man. I guess on that note, we'll be right back.
Welcome back.
Yeah. As what we do around this time, getting what we've been watching and listening to. For me, I watched Explained on Netflix. It's Money Explained. So they went into like a lot of different facets of money. They did Ponzi schemes, Bitcoin, and some other shit. I think student loans were actually one of them too. But it was interesting. I definitely recommend it. I like the whole Explained series. They break down various topics. It's like 4 or 5 seasons at this point. Other than that, I think that's about it, man. It's been kind of light this week. I don't think there's been much out. I'm sure somebody's gonna say something about, oh yeah, I watched that too. But
you didn't mention.
I've already talked about Invisible, I believe. Invincible.
What the fuck is Invisible?
Yeah, Invisible.
Ain't nobody seen that shit, nigga.
Yeah. Yeah, what you got, man?
I recently watched Generation Hustle.
Oh yeah, watched that.
I really enjoyed the few episodes that I did catch. I fell asleep on the WeWork episode, but I did catch the Anna Devilry joint, which was really, really interesting. It was funny just how somebody just could pretty much finesse all their friends based off point of contact. The TJX6 was another one I found really interesting.
Yeah, that shit was interesting.
A lot of the shit is like I just realized that people who scam, like who really scam, are like serial killers. Like this is something they do. They're a special type of people.
Yeah, they have no conscience about it.
Yeah, they're almost sociopathic about it.
Like that one episode with dude who was like acting like the woman, or they said, I think it was like the first episode, but it's like this motherfucker had all type of like alter egos and shit to scam people. It's just interesting, like you said, like you got to be on a different level of psycho, be doing shit like that. Like
that's all you think about. Like it's almost like predator prey. Like all you look at people is just kind of like opportunity. But I thought it was interesting. Generation Hustle is definitely a good recommended watch. I watched the Rory and Maul response. That was probably one of the more interesting things I watched outside of.
I watched it. That was.
Yeah, it was a thing. But that's it. I didn't watch shit either this week. It's just been a really busy work week. I've been listening to Jungle still, Heavy California, fucking Casio, Legends of the Fall, Civil Rights, around Mexico. I've been trying to like really go to other joints that I feel like I don't listen to as regularly. Around Mexico happens to be one of those ones. The Alchemist, This Thing of Ours, featuring Earl Sweatshirt, Pink Seafood, Navy Blue, Bodie James. I think it's one more nigga I'm missing. Really solid album. Really appreciate the instrumentals on the last 4 tracks. Still listening to Mike Evil Eye. Earl Sweatshirt, Shattered Dreams. And last but not least, I put out a Hughes again. Return of Hughes for Monday Blues is back. Some pieces on here, man. Over the Ocean, which I stole off of somebody's Instagram. Shout out Ryan. Leaving You Alone by We. And Torture by Spooky Mansion. Good standouts. In High Places, too. I think Taji sent me In High Places. It's the original sample for the Can We Get Much Higher? Oh. Anyway. Podcast. I've been listening to Jordan Peterson. Jordan Peterson recently had a podcast with, I just saw it, damn it, Stephen Fry about atheism in the realm of myth. They just talk about some like staples of human, like basically humanity's affinity for religion and how it plays into other parts of our lives now, like in a world where we tend to be more religious. But podcast, Black on Purpose. I've been going back. I started pretty much at the beginning and ran through a bunch of episodes. I'm only like 30 in. But yeah, shout out Illa and J Fab and the people of Black on Purpose, man. I'm tuned in. But yeah, that's it.
As far as what I've been listening to, J Electronica, Written Testimony. Shout out to Rick Ross, Smile Mama Smile. It's off the Black Market album. Shout out to Nas. Skim do some of his shit. Nothing in particular. Max B. Max Payne. The mixtape. Really dope mixtape. Shout out to De La Soul, The Grind Date.
Grind Day was a good album.
MF Doom, Rhymes Like Dimes, Project Jazz, Hellraiser featuring Talib Kweli. That's about it. What you got, Taji?
So I've been watching Invincible. I'm on the last episode. Shit is dope.
Hurry up and finish it.
Talk about that.
I mistakenly watched Synchronic, which then made me want to watch better time travel movies like Interstellar, Primer, a bunch of other things that are way better. I've been listening to. So I recently went to Nashville, and nobody had a mask on because they lifted the mask mandate on Friday, which made me want to listen to Freedom Isn't Free.
Freedom isn't free.
Because I saw a whole lot of freedom out there. You got to pay your fucking $1.05.
You don't chip in your $1.05, who will?
Who will, bro? Who will? I was listening to Hughes. I'm Glad You're Back. SF Sorrow, The Pretty Things. That's a dope little album. Some would say it's the first rock opera. Like it predates Quadrophenia and shit, but it's pretty good. And I also listened to Blunderbuss. That's Jack White's first album, only because he has a store in Nashville. Probably one of the most diverse rock albums of its date. It's really good. It's
Blunderbuss?
Blunderbuss. Yeah, shit is dope. That's really it. Oh, Black Keys dropped something. It's pretty mellow. It reminds me of the kind of like older joints. It's
Like
pretty
the
good.
black keys, they're dope. Well, some of them, some of it.
Yeah. For sure.
Mm.
I'm still listening to this thing of ours to kind of copy Sean. This shit is just dope. And that's it.
We did it.
Yeah, I think. And like on that note, we are washed, never washed up.
Washed, never washed up. Thank you for all our gods and goddesses out there that are tuned in. Like, subscribe, share. Make sure you tell your peoples. Tell a friend.
To tell a friend, to tell a bitch, tell a thon, telescope, televise, tell them rich. Oh, yeah. Please hit up askthewashgods at gmail.com. Send your questions. Ladies, as I said before, send your nudes. Y'all can send questions too. You know what I'm saying? Either or.
How did these look?
Yeah. Exactly.
Terrible.
I'm a left titty nigga. Let's just put that out there.
I'm a right titty nigga.
Y'all ever seen Total Recall?
Try titty. You got a try titty effect right there. When it sit right in the middle.
Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, on that note, man, we'll see y'all next week, man. Thank you for creators. Thank you, No Limit Exposure. We
We'll wash, never washed up.
Washed, never washed up.